Gotta pull up the instructions. So I did not realize, at least mentally, I guess, how little was actually left on this whenever I ended the stream and I looked through the instructions. I was like, oh, there's like barely anything left. Oops. How's it going there, Nova? Let's see. That and I got finished getting some pieces set out. How's it going though? I hope you're having a good day. Doing pretty good myself. Spent most of my morning running around and getting stuff set up for a new guy here who I am responsible for. So had to help him get like his phone plan and stuff set up for here, so he's not just left out to dry. I also feel a bit bad because I did not realize how little was actually left for this, and I should have just toughed it out for a little bit longer just to finish. I don't think I need that one, but I definitely need this one. Let's see. Those two. Let's see. This piece. And where are my weird? There they are. Ah, crap. Wrong piece. There it is. So I'm actually kind of been doing the same recently. I just went through an entire box of figures. I was like, all right, let me go through this, organize them all out, and put them away. Like officially being like, I can put away these figures, or at least clean it up, so that way I can find it later on, because it was just a mess. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh no, I 100% understand that one too, because as I was doing it, I was like, I really don't want to do this. I like having them out, but it was also like, I recognized it was just a mess. I was like, I just need to do it. But I have cleaned up the mess I have in here just slightly. So it goes this, oh, this, turn this way then. That piece is weird. And then I think it's one of these. So, but no, once, so I even talked with my wife about this. I was like, so once I finish building this, because I'm not going to take that long and don't want to take up your guys' valuable time with just sitting here chatting. I was going to build another Lego set. Probably just one of the battle packs that I have set aside. I was able to get some of the new sets though that just came out. Not all of them, sadly, because when I went up to the Lego store with my family, they were sold out. So I was able to get, I think, like 3 or 4. Mainly just the smaller ones because, you know, they were easy to put into a there we go, kind of. It'll come together. So here, don't think it's in that. But I was able to pick up some of the nuance. Nice. I was actually sitting looking for that. I was like, But I understand being busy too, because as I'm sitting here myself, I was like, I have like 2 videos I want to do / need to work on the edits for. And I'm like, I have time, but I don't have time. So like tomorrow, I think I'll be pretty much focusing on building up or either finishing the editing for a video or working on other stuff for work that I've also been putting off. This piece. And then where's my slopes? I completely understand that because I've also been sitting on thankfully it's not an issue of, what's the word I'm looking for? Just not having the time for, but like I want to get the review out of it, but I also want to do it right and justice. Try it. Oh, okay, so here's how they do it. Hold on. Think of the oh. I want to do it a little bit of justice. It helps if I can spell for these. I actually don't know if it posted correctly or not. Maybe. I don't think so. I definitely like, if you're pressed for space on stuff like that, definitely work on what's easiest first, like the big portion of it. So that way when you come in with the other stuff, you're only picking and choosing like handfuls versus trying to do it all at once. So I'm a little bit torn on the smart brick situation. On one end, I'm like happy that they're coming out, but on the other end, I'm like, I don't know how or if my kids would play with them or use them. How's it going? Just finishing up this. Yes, I do. I've been looking out for your name now. Making sure I don't miss it this time around. But yeah, I'm definitely like torn on those smart bricks. So yeah, I wasn't sure how. Okay, there it goes. I wasn't sure how the Q&A thing worked. I was just trying it out just to see how it worked. But no, like, but how's it going filling in bricks as well? I'm sorry if I didn't say hello to you. I'm kind of torn on this whole smart brick thing. On one end, I think it might be cool. It allows like people who do like those massive mocks and like the builds and such to put in like the gunfire. I'll take that as a challenge. But at the same time, I'm sitting here thinking, because for children, because that's what they have stated that this one is more marketed towards. So, okay, that's not important. I'm like on the fence with it. So the program, I don't think you can. Again, a lot of the information with them is still like coming out or being discovered. Which, don't get me wrong, I think they'd be great for children, like the 8 to 12 demographic. I think it'd be great for them. for if they're wanting to play around with them and everything like that. So, the kind of funny thing is, they are only in the original trilogy sets. That's it. That is the only lineup that we have seen them with. There is not a single prequel, sequel, or Mandoverse type set. Ooh, nice. But yeah, it's only the original trilogy sets that they have been seen in. That's it. And those are the only ones. So I'm a fan of the original trilogy. Not gonna hate it, because it's, you know, the original. You can't hate on it too much. But at the same time, I love all the different eras that get shown off. Is that put up here or no? But I do think so. Hold on, let me grab the thing I'm talking about. Let me finish this up. So, sorry, old man noises are, you know, important. So, I'm going to bring out this. So, I know a lot of mock builders have stated, like, it'd be really interesting to, like, set them up, the smart bricks, and have them, like, pointing at each other so they're, like, shooting with the gunfire noises and such that the bricks makes, which is really cool. But it's also, like, kind of annoying. Yes, I have to include that, you know, as being a very old Lego Star Wars fan, or just Lego video game fan in general. But having, like, the characters shooting back at each other, I do think it would be good for that. But for the general audience that they're gunning for this type of thing, I don't know if they'll be able to hit that target audience as much as they are hoping. They had stated in their interview that the children that they had playtest them loved them. So, UCS only. The first question would be, which ones do you have? Because we have 3 retiring this year. And that's the important part, like, which ones do you want / that are retiring end of this year? Because the Millennium Falcon's retiring. Yeah, like, trying to do this is getting surprisingly difficult. There we go. It'll be fine. There just. But yeah, there's like 3. Oh, this is fully legal building techniques. What do you mean? There it goes. So if you're wanting like original trilogy, I would definitely say go for the Falcon. Like, easily can say that. Like, if you're wanting original trilogy, go for that Millennium Falcon because it's retiring end of this year. But if you're looking for something different, ah, crap. There we go. But if you're looking for something non-original trilogy, one moment, this is... There we go. You're alright. Yeah, no, this thing is loaded with just in this wing alone is loaded with like, illegal techniques. But no, if you're wanting something different than original trilogy, I'd say go for the Venator. But if you're wanting straight original trilogy as well, the Jabba Sail Barge is nice. It's also retiring end of this year. No, you're perfectly fine. I was also making a joke about this just being 100% illegal. I don't even know where that piece is located. Nope. There it is. It is, as bad as it sounds, the end of an era set, being probably the last large-scale UCS sets for non-$1,000 we're going to get. Definitely look out for sales, though, because there should be one coming up here soon with May the 4th. Because I myself am in need of getting the Falcon and one other set that's retiring, I think. I don't remember now. But if you're also looking for cheaper end, there's the AT-AT is already retired, unfortunately. It retired a few years ago, sadly. How's it going there? Kalman, I believe is how you pronounce it. I am finishing up a custom build here, which utilizes some illegal techniques. Yeah, that's the unfortunate one. That one's already retired. There it goes. Kalman? Okay. Ah, okay. One moment. As the Lego bricks in my hand scream because of the illegal techniques here. I did actually. Where'd I set it? I picked up the. One moment, I gotta walk in front of my light. Let me grab one. Let me just grab 3 of them real quick and show off. The only one I think I did not get is the Venator. Ooh, nice. That might just be the build. But no, I got the Mando, the new battle pack. I am excited for these two. 320 or 332nd. GT. Ooh, nice. And then I also got. Oh, you know what? It's best if I show off this set right side up. But I grabbed this one as well. Getting the the 2 exclusives here. It was a little bit higher than I was hoping for it, but a nice set is a nice set. I also got the AT-AT, but I had not purchased it because the box was extremely damaged. And I was like, if I'm going to get this, I want it, I want to show it off in a video, look nice and everything for you guys. I don't want like damaged boxes and stuff. I know I can edit that out, but I'm also like, do I really want to do all that extra work? Let me be like slightly lazy. So I need this one. Of course I saw it earlier. This one. And this one. But I did get a Bricklink order for some parts for 2 custom builds. And I am very excited to get those, at least the pieces in, because I don't know if I'll be just building it live stream only for them, but I would definitely be almost building them the moment I get all the pieces in. The one I might do a live stream only for but I'm also like, I just want to build it. It's fine. There's worse things, like I was really wanting the Stranger Things Creel house, but the moment I walked into the Lego store, because I didn't think it was going to be as packed as it was. Yeah. No, you're all right. Nice. So I actually have it up in my attic. but I have not built it yet because I plan on building it at my next place, because I will be moving here soon. And I don't want to be building massive sets and then having to essentially tear them apart immediately afterwards to just to move them. That's honestly good. I still think you should do what you love there. No, not that bin. Is it this one? Yes. How's it going there? I am almost done with this and I'm extremely excited. My most favorite UCS build so far is probably the Razor Crest. I sadly have already put it away, but I absolutely love it and cannot wait till I can display it properly and have like everything set out for you guys to like see, because this is like only a quarter, like barely a quarter of my actual collection. Like, one moment, I can show you exactly how long I've been collecting. Because I remember when TIE Fighters were blue. Like, if I can find one of those original sets like that, sealed in box, and the box looks great, I would happily take that and display that. Like, be a prized possession. But, oop, let me make sure I don't trip up my charger cord. Like, right there, that's one of my pride and joys. I would say, and then like the original V-Wing, that was also one of my top favorites. But for the Falcon versus the Star Destroyer, nice. And then trying to think, I love both of those sets. I have built the Star Destroyer, the newer one, because it is right there. Absolutely love it. Ooh, one sec. Not too bad yourself. But so I have not built the Dark Falcon. My wife actually, spoiler alert warning, because I've been working on a January haul / walkthrough of what I've purchased for it. And my wife got me it for Christmas. I understand. But no, I've been very good for, at least recently anyways, been very busy, because work has been very busy, unfortunately, this time of year. And I'm like working on like several different things for work right now. Like I have 7 papers to write. But I'd also much rather finish this. But I will say, I enjoyed the Star Destroyer building it. I have not built the Falcon yet, but I do have it in sealed collection. So unfortunately, I don't know if I'd be able to help you there. Why is that? Don't feel stupid. There we go. Get glad. Oh yeah, this is the weird design. Oh. I would have to say the hype man slash the one who loves every new product from whatever company. They just immediately love it because the company was like, hey, can you promote this? And they don't actually use the product. Like everyone. Ooh, what's your plan? Because they paid them to be like, support this for me so we can gain a little bit of extra support slash viewership. And then after that initial ad for them is over, they just drop it immediately. Ooh, nice. So my family and I were going to go on a little vacation here soon. And we plan on going to the actual brick house in Denmark and the Legoland up there. Only spending like a handful of days there. But like to go and actually see where Lego's from and everything. I do agree though, that's unfortunate that you had given it away. I hope it was at least for a good cause. Sorry, I've been searching for just one part. But I don't know where I've placed. I think they're in here. Honestly, like any figure, like just holding a wad of cash and like walking away. Where the heck are those pieces? Oh, they're white gray. That's why. You're all right. So I've been searching for this piece, but I thought it was dark gray because of the way the instructions looked. And now I feel dumb. Don't worry, I feel dumb too. Here. So I say, no Chloe real quick. We're doing some more illegal stuff. Actually, I don't know if this one's considered illegal. Probably. That's the long one. I say, Nova, look away, we're doing legal stuff. Ah, he can't be. So this one? Nope. Here. This one. I mean, definitely feels like for a nice thing, it would be worth it. Because, like, without my kids' knowledge, of course, we've been slowly going through their toys that are like baby toys, and we're going to be giving them to a local charity. But again, these are toys that they have not played with in like months / years. Well, years is like 2 for them. But still, they'll be going to a good home. Another kid gets to enjoy them. Where the heck is this giant piece set? Nope. There it is. But yeah, it was definitely one of those just like, yeah, it wasn't that rare at the time. It goes this way. But definitely, like, I'm looking at retired sets right now, like, to purchase, like, on eBay and such. And I'm like, I really want this, but I am waiting. I think Lego has released like the headphone piece. I think, if you know what I'm talking about, I'd have to find a minifigure that has it, of course. But there's like a headphone with a hairpiece. Nope, not that one. So they have like headphones walking around and such. I have no clue how long this piece is. I think it's the only one. I've heard from you dropping it. No, you're all right. Here. Where did I put that? So let me at least get this piece out the way. Yeah, I remember you saying that. How's it going, Commander JK11? There they are. Not too bad, honestly. Got to go to the gym and work out. Sadly, my workout was not great. but it was also like freezing in the gym. So like, I walk in and I'm like already cold. Walking into a building that's like semi-warm but cold at the same time is not fun. Especially when you're trying to get a good workout going, and it's like you're just trying to keep your body warm at that point. But that's good to hear that you're doing good. I think it's these ones. Yeah. Yes and no for them. You have to, for eBay anyways, you really have to look. Like, I've been staring at some used sets recently, and I'm like, okay, how 100% complete are these actually? Because the listing says it is, but it's also one of those that's like trust but verify. And like, go and reading the descriptions too, be like, hey, is this real clone or is this compatible with Lego? Because they'll put that sometimes in the listing too. There are some where you can just blatantly tell they're not official Lego. But there's also some where you got like sit there and question it if it's official. Another place I use to buy figures is Whatnot. I would definitely say do not purchase anything like as soon as you get into the app and get on there, because you don't know how people act or how the seller is. Like, I will straight up refuse to buy from some people simply because I do not like the vibe they're giving off. But that also is like reading the reviews on the people, figuring out if they're a decent human being or not. Ooh, this is such a nice wing. Okay, then yeah, it should be all right. Again, it's still eBay, so you are kind of still taking a chance there. But like for Whatnot, like I've purchased a ton of figures off. Let me move my water. Like most of my First Order army, some clone troopers. Yeah, see, it's definitely one of those where it's like you have to really look into it, because some of the larger people you can sometimes get a good deal, sometimes overcharge. Another great place though, like I would 100% trust most of these sellers without like a doubt in my mind, is Bricklink. I know he kind of just did not answer you there, Nova. But Bricklink is great for official minifigures, if you're looking for official stuff. Like, I get all these pieces from Bricklink. And I do like verified sellers and such above X amount of reviews or rating. So that way I know that they're a reputable person that I'm buying from. Because the other question is like, would you trust this person with card information? Because that's essentially what you're doing. What do you mean? You are placed just slightly under. Yeah, I don't understand that. Oh yeah, even on Bricklink, I channel everything through PayPal first because PayPal will protect you before they before the seller. But you can also earn. I do not play this system for this one, but you can also get rewards points with PayPal and such. There's ways to play the market with stuff. I'm not very good at it. I'll be perfectly honest there. If I see something for a decent price, I'll pick it up. Of course, like, not all the time. A lot of the times I'm passing stuff up too because it's like, I'm a little broke this month. Yeah, but PayPal provides that like extra bit of protection too. Even though I had this one, I forgot about this being. Nope, don't need this one. Need this one. Two, three, four. But yeah, definitely like look into the sellers too, like ensuring they have a good reputation and stuff. Oh, nice. Okay. That is one thing I'm interested in looking to getting because I was dumb and missed that set before it retired, the original one. And now it's sitting like at 1,000 sealed in box. Because I'd like to pick it up for my wife and I, because we like the show. But I'm also waiting for Lego to restock it on their website. Which one? Yeah, that piece. There it is. Aha. No, you're okay. Sorry, I was reading your message there. I was trying to think of a good response. But yeah, the Delta Squad is one I need to make myself. How's it going, Commander Ghost? Ew, gross. But yeah, no, the Stranger Things set is one I'd like to get. But yeah, the Delta Squad Clone Customs, are you looking to get the, like, what version? Because I've seen, like, Clone Army Customs has a version, which I don't know if it's in stock right now. But I will say, like, I do prefer customs. This break is weird. I don't know what he came in. Favorite January set? So hold on, let me... Favorite January set? Probably gonna have to go with the Cobb Vanth Speeder, just because we get that Cobb Vanth there, and the Mando style. What's his name? Cad Bane. Yep, I would like. That's what I want to. I'd like to get some Clone Wars stuff. Like, well, this is Clone Wars. So hold up. Let me make sure I'm answering all comments. My favorite Star Wars clone, though, gonna have to go with Bly, Commander Bly. And it's not because I have like 4 different variations of him. But, you know, there's a chance he's my favorite. And then let me see. Let's see, the Clone Wars set that's currently out is the... I would definitely go for the Gunship, because, yeah. We don't get... That's just one guaranteed we're never going to get again, is a Coruscant Guard Gunship. One moment, I gotta finagle with this. We'll be getting another ATTE, so I wouldn't worry about that. There we go. Oh, yes, okay, my bad. I know which one you're talking about now. The new battle pack. One moment as I break this entire thing apart, because my dumb self can't figure this out. Excuse me. I don't understand why this one is so much looser than the other one. Yes, this is where I have the issue right now. One second, I'm looking away for a bit because I bought the wrong pieces when I got this. So hold on, let me go back through because I think I missed quite a few. Yes, the new battle pack, which would be this one. I only picked up one, but I will be picking up more of these. Mainly for the... Oh, yes, okay. For the mech. I would be on that set like Stink on... Or a Dung Beetle on Stink. And be at the store day one waiting in line. I'd probably have to say the first Lego movie was the best. One moment, because this is... One moment, this is getting technical here. There we go. Okay, let me... Yeah, I did love the helmets, though. I will say those are probably one of my favorite lines, as well as the Starship collection. Don't look at it too closely, you know? I understand that, too, with the... I do think the value of those will go down, which is fine for me as a collector. I'd like to have one of every minifigure. Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Just, you know, don't look at it too closely or it might break. I'll refrain from breathing on it. But yeah, I understand that too with the Wolfies. Or the Commander Wolves. But at the same time, like, being able to pick them up cheaply, too, is nice. Like, for example, I have both a Commander Wolf and Commander Bly in my collection that are both custom, by the way. Ah, crap. And I love them very much. But I do know, like, I want to remake them because I do not like how they turned out. Like, I might be doing another build of them here soon. Because my skills have gotten better. I have developed new techniques. Yada, yada, blah, blah. But no, like, they wouldn't turn into just another fig in your collection. as long as you don't treat them that way. Like, hey, these are the ones I got because at the time, Lego didn't make them. Like, I have a handful of custom there's several likes on it. Then again, this is also a kind of custom building stream, so I know I don't get that many, but it's okay. This is mainly like for you guys, because the moment I'm done building this, I'm going to be building an official set here soon. But here's the thing with the customs too, though. Like, they can be better detailed or they can be the way you want them. Like, for example, I absolutely love the animated Phase 2 design, or just animated designs in general. So I personally value those much higher within my own collection. Like, I'll grab them down in a moment once I'm finished up here. But like, I have a ton of just custom Phase 2 clones. But that's okay because that's the type I like. You know? Like, I wouldn't go out of my way to collect something I don't like. I have realistic clones too that I've done, but they're not like my all-time favorites. And that's okay having multiple Commander Rexes. Because you know what that means? If you're doing like just a mock, let's say for example, you can have them in multiple parts showcasing like, okay, hey, here's this figure doing whatever. And then, hey, here's him actually in the battle. Like a multi-step mock, essentially. Oh no, I understand that too. But yeah, I understand that point of view too. Because I'd love to have like one of every single Lego minifigure ever made. Whether that be the Christmas sets or what have you. Just having every single one ever made in my collection. Because that's what I want. But I also understand the point of view of... I typically do it on Saturdays. Saturdays/Sundays. But I also will say I enjoy army building. Yeah. Let's see. Oops. Let me situate this. There we go. Yes, I 100% agree with that. They're meant for the people who want the massive armies and such. And I do just that. Okay, now where did I put those pieces? I mean... And then there's a ton down there too. But that's also my favorite army. So for me, it makes a little bit more sense to be, or it's more mentally justifiable for me to be like, okay, I want X amount of these. 5, 5. So it did just come out, so it might take a little bit, but if it's also not selling well, it will go on. It will more likely go on sale. I'll say after I put away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I put this away, I will pull down every single one of the Blis I got. Because I have technically 4 different variations. Because I have the official, I have a custom AP2, custom, well, printed realistic phase 2, and then I have the daughter's in trouble. So I think I have 3 different variations. I hope you have a good night though. Sorry, I was reading your messages. Yep, and that's the reason why it's 2 hands only for this set. And when I get it finished and eventually packed away for moving, it is getting saran wrapped. And like the external parts are getting, okay, so this way, getting put into a separate bag. Like I'll remove the top guns and figure out something to do for the wings. And then, no, these can't even, unless I pull it out, I guess. I was talking about the front guns. But this one is not as bad as the AT-ATE that I built. That one is even more fragile. But I absolutely love it. And have been debating on building a second. Like, I would happily build a second one of these. It's just I'd be looking more into oh, the V19. Yes, that honestly, it's very nice because I built it here on stream too. But that is like, it is actually a solid build, like the entire base of it. Like, if you drop that thing, it's not going anywhere. It floats down too, but it's not like on its own or what have you, like the last one. It definitely is a... how to describe it? It is meant for rougher play, and a lot of the pieces like show that. In the sense of how it was built to be a little bit sturdier. I'm sitting here staring at the instructions like a crazy person, like, how does this go? I would say, yeah, it's very close to being size accurate. Because the other one was actually like really oversized, honestly. But again, remember, this is one man's opinion. Do not take it for the gospel. Because I will also say, like, the new ARC 170, it's not that far off from being accurate. But I said not that far off. It's still short in like the wings and everything. So let me take this guy out. No, not that one. Is this one in? Not really. So the V19 really kind of... How's it going there, Embry? But no, the V19 was really focused with the Phase 1. By the time like the Phase 2 pilots and everything else kind of rolled out, they had switched into the... What is it? The Z95 Headhunter. So it kind of just phased out, and they were working towards the ARC 170, Z95 Headhunter, the V-Wing. I'm extremely excited to finally have this thing done. Just don't breathe on it. in any sort of fashion, because it might fall apart. Just because like the last couple of pieces I've been using are more used, so they flex a bit more. I do hope the Phase 1s make a comeback soon, but I do know Phase 2 is also very popular. So it's going to be difficult. Because I will admit, I do love Phase 1, but Phase 2 is like my bread and butter. I love them. But yeah, just don't breathe too much on certain parts because it is a tiny bit fragile. Oh crap, that piece is broken. Just from the way, like, there's a line here. I do hope that the Phase 1s make more of a comeback too. So 6. Okay, so red. And then 1x2. But no, I would happily build a second one of these. Like, I'd count out how many parts I have still and go through the process of like trying to order more. And make a second one. I know, I'm super excited for that. There's also been... Yeah, they're used parts, so they're not 100% brand new. Like some of these pieces here are yellowed and such. This is just its normal color. Don't worry about that. I am excited. Yes, it actually is. So... here in a few moments, I'll grab some minifigures and a size comparison, because it's actual what it should be per the book. That's the word I was looking for. Nope. Yeah, oh, I'd be there immediately. I know the 20, I think it's 16 or 13. I don't remember which year it came out, but I know a lot of people say that one's for official anyways, is. So this is a Brick Vault custom one. I'm not sure. No, you're all right. But no, have you seen some of the rumors for the Mandalorian and Grogu sets that are supposed to be coming out afterwards? I saw that and immediately jumped onto Bricklink or not Bricklink, but Brick Vault just to see if they had it. They have them. No smart bricks in those sets, by the way. Those are just regular old sets, and that's been stated by Lego. That those are regular sets. and they would not be getting them with the smart bricks, which, good. Not everything needs this new system you're trying to implement. That's going to flop. Yes, their first quarter sales report is not going to be good. I've kind of joked around with that, stating that they're going to be freaking out and wondering why there's such a rapid dip in sales for the first quarter this year. And it's either going to be they knew this was going to happen, or they're going to be completely surprised by it. Ah, crap, it goes the other way. That's the reason why it's not sitting here properly. But yeah, those... Someone was joking, stating that they feel like someone at LEGO has to be like in control of the leaks and stuff, because they saw the reactions to the smart bricks online, like people stating that it's not going to be good, and they needed to change that tone very quickly and try to get some positive feedback going. But I will not be purchasing the smart bricks or any of those sets on release. I will say that here first and foremost. They are not meant for me. I know how my children play and how, like, 9 times out of 10 sets don't stay together like shortly after they're built. That's how children play. They like to build it up, but then immediately, so like they'd actually post alternate builds on the set, which would be like, hey, if you like this one, go get another one and use your creativity and make these other builds that we have showcased here. I don't even know if I have another one of those bricks. But yeah, these smart bricks are not going to be as fruitful as LEGO's hoping for, I will say that. They are wildly expensive. Like, coming as a parent, you're telling me I have to spend, what is it? The cheapest one is like 80 bucks. That comes with a smart brick, by the way. That comes with a smart brick. 80 bucks after taxes just to get into your new system that kind of eliminates a lot of the creativity with it. Don't get me wrong. It might be a mock builder's dream. And maybe there's going to be some new details that come out that makes me change my mind. But I will not, I will not be purchasing it day one. Not even if it came with Clone Troopers. I will wait till it goes on sale and then purchase it. I've seen the way they look. There was one of the YouTubers I watch, Solid Brick Studios. I need to finish watching his review on them because he does give a somewhat honest answer for a lot of them. I don't think I have another one of those. Pernia Brown. But no, I will 100% recommend if anyone's thinking about getting the smart bricks, try to wait till they go on a sale. It's a lot of money for that in particular. I do not have another one of those pieces, huh? Huh. Let me check my parts because I know I have one. Yes, old man noises are necessary. So that's the other thing. None of the sounds it makes are the official sounds. It seemed like all the sounds it was making were like 2-bit sounds they created. Which is great for them because they don't have to pay licensing for sound. But for us, it's like you're at this point and you're cheaping out. You can't pay for a little bit of voice acting for official sounds. Like, you already have the license. Why are we now all of a sudden getting cheap? Like, you've already hiked up the price so much. Yeah, they have a video going around with the Cantina band. It is not the Cantina band making the sounds. It is some random sound. It sounds awful. One moment, I have to search for a random piece because apparently I don't have it over here. Oh, my knees. Does this have? Maybe. It might be saved. One moment, let me... Yeah, it's not even the Han Solo actually speaking, it's... or any of the characters, like their official voice lines or anything. But yeah, a lot of it's just speculation, so to say. But a lot of it seems like they didn't even get the official sounds or nothing. This is going to be a pain to put back together. Screw it, it'll be fine. But yeah, no, a lot of the voice lines Not even close. The Cantina band plays some 8-bits, like fake sounding. But whatever. I hope I'm not spoiling anything for anyone here. I'm sorry if I am. I am simply a fan voicing their opinions. Whether it's the right one or not is unknown. Uh-oh. Oh. This is... You see, you can try to be nice and apologize, or... No, the right thing to do is not say anything. Do not... I apologize. I have a firefighter's mindset when it comes to some things. Firefighting is my main job, so unfortunately I deal with a lot of weird stuff. I have my own personal beliefs on Planned Parenthood. I do not agree with everything they do, but that is a personal opinion. That's why I can't... Let me... Hold up, where am I at? Let me scroll up here because I think I misplaced a piece. Nope. And that is the correct mentality to have of that sort of situation when you are trying to protect yourself. Because there are people that are not great people, and I'll leave it at that. There's definitely people who are not good people out there that want bad things from people. And to it's a touchy subject. I'll leave it at that. There's right and wrong things. I have my own personal belief on that. I'll stop there because I know I'm getting close to my own personal belief on it. Thank you. So they are the official ones. These clones in here from the new V19. Did I do that right? Yes. I very much like them, and so I did not purchase them on Whatnot or what have you. I found the new magazine foils because I am in Belgium. We have the magazines and I purchased 2 because I have 2 children. They love the magazines. And wanted to just look at the pictures and such. I kept the minifigures. As any responsible parent would. And I do it again. I know some people have stated that they don't like the new Clone Pilots. I don't think they're bad for an official minifigure. Of course, remember that word, official. These are official minifigures. Wait a minute, is it in here? No, okay. That's fine. Please don't tell me I put it in here. No. Oh, yes. Those are amazing. Those old magazines. If we could bring those back, like, I'd love it. I mean, it doesn't take much to be better than those pilots. All you have to do is put in, you know, the, like they did, the real minifigure. One moment, I have to do surgery. But no, I've actually never seen that emoji before. Granted, I have an iPhone. Don't hate me on that. And I do like 99% of my recording stuff on iPhone. So it makes sense if it's a... Yep. But look how good it looks. That and their used parts, so they were like quarter the price of the actual ones. So I didn't have to spend nearly as much money on all of this. That's a definite thing too, like... Oh, okay. To be perfectly honest, I didn't realize YouTube had their own special emojis. Then again, I'm on... That's a lie. I am on YouTube quite a bit. But I don't play around with their emojis and stuff. Yeah, those are cool. Like, no lying, like those are actually really cool. Okay, so set that down. there, there. And where did I set that? Here. One moment, I'm sorry if I'm not looking at your comments. Oh no. Please no for that. Trying to keep it at least, you know, everyone. E for everyone. Ooh, so speaking of that, I have found that I do not know actually, because they were like 15, 20 bucks, I think. I know the original, like phase 1 animated pilots were going for like 12 bucks a piece ish, depending on condition, of course. But now that these ones are in the foil packs, I don't know how much they go for anymore. Okay, so that's not awful. Again, you're also getting minifigures you want, which is a huge bonus. Versus the entire set, which you may not want. So that's a bonus. If you're not wanting to build / figures, there's no reason to get them all, you know? There. And then where did I have those specialty pieces at? Yeah. I will say, as a person who enjoys mock building, so stuff like the one template I showed earlier. Let me go here. Sorry, just fixing my secondary monitor because, yeah. Oh, is my Wi-Fi lagging? Well, that's the other thing. Like, I want one of them for the obvious reason of one of every figure. But I also don't want, if I'm going to army build anymore, like any fig, I'd rather decal it, which is just making my own custom figure. I get the look I want for not a bad price. But that's also like depend on everyone, because some don't like customs, which all fine and dandy. Not everyone has to like customs. Yeah, that's the other thing. A lot of people don't care for that. Let's go. Ah, crap. Now it includes a little speeder bike build. I'll build them just because. But I think I'll do it later because I have what I want right now. So let me clean up this mess. Yeah, I very much like them. So one moment to let me clean this mess up here and just put stuff away. But the gunship is now complete. Now I need to take inventory of all the parts I have left so I can make what's it called? Yeah, this, I think it just has to do with the parts I selected. Them being much older and such like that, because I didn't have this issue when I built the ATTE. It was not as fragile feeling. But I think that's just to do with that particular build. Or this one in particular. I would happily build another one of these in a heartbeat. And now that I have this complete, I'll build the 2 speeders in a little while because I'd much rather build something else than another custom right now. But I mean, like, I accidentally over-ordered on parts. Take better notes when you're ordering parts for custom builds, because you can accidentally over-order and spend much more. Sometimes. Not all do, but that is very possibility for some, just because of the way they look. You're going for more screen accuracy versus the structural of it. Oop. There we go. Just having trouble getting that put back in. And there goes my phone. Ow, my ankle. I accidentally twisted it earlier this week, and now I have not recovered. Oh no, but yeah, no, this is an awesome build. I would happily build another. Let me set it on a side that's not as fragile looking. But I mean, doing some quick like shots with it and everything. Like I would, if I was given the opportunity to build another one of these, I would do it again. Sorry, I was reading something, but something a little less stressful. Yes, this is the Clone Wars version. I am just obliterating this box. Sheesh. Yes, this is the actual Clone Wars variant. So there's an episode 2 variant, and then there's also the, what's it called? The variant where, where did I set my phone? There it is. Let me pull up their website so that way I can actually show it off correctly. Come on now, you gotta be a little bit nice. It is the new year and everything. One moment, let me log into here. But there's also the there. So these are the other gunship models they do, like Episode 2, Wolfpack, Clone Wars, the one I just built, and then Immunos 10 ones. There's 2 different versions because they're in different color styles. This is the Episode 2, just the standard one. But yeah, it's yeah. I would definitely say yes to that. But I'm also a huge fan of the Clone Wars, so I'm a, what's the word, biased? Oh yeah, I was gonna grab some figures to show off like the inside and everything. One moment as I collect up all of my 327th. And then of course the Y. Now, I do not know if I have the room in here for this one. But yeah, I mean, putting figures in isn't too bad. Let me... It is a little tight, but that's okay. I think doing this one. I'm also like trying to show off the figures in here. That's fine for right now. I do agree. He made a great one for this. But you have a good night. I will probably be heading to bed myself here after a while. And then let's set like handful of figs over here. It's getting close to my own bedtime. But I'll finish this up. This is so much easier when all the parts are just directly in front of you. I actually have 0 videos planned for next week, so I need to do some decals. Because I want to continue up that. I actually have like 4 that I have set aside to build. It's just I need to do them. They are commandos actually, which is really nice. This is so much simpler. But it's nice to have simple builds and then your harder builds. To take a break from building Legos, I build Legos. That sounds so good. It's like, yeah, what do you use to relax? It's like, oh, I build Legos. Oh, what do you do if that stresses you out? I build Lego. Or easier Lego. But how's everyone doing? I just finished building this up and didn't want to end stream too quickly. So I decided to build up a battle pack. Granted, it's the most expensive battle pack ever. But it's still good. The builds may not be like top tier. I mean, it's a very good dwarf spider droid. And I'm very excited to get the 327th, as they are my favorite Legion. What are your guys' favorite Legion? I would definitely... I don't want to buy them, at least these figures right now, on the aftermarket because they're just expensive. I will wait until they go on sale, like super sale, like the one battle packs did with the shock trooper. What else? The shock trooper and like the phase 1 grunts. Once they go on sale like those, you best believe I'm all over it. It's actually finally getting warm in my house for once. I've been walking around like most of the day with a beanie on just in my house because of how cold it is. Then again, I also cut my hair really short, so that's my own mistake. I do wish there was a Lego convention like going on soon near me. I would happily go to it. There's one later in the year, which I'm kind of upset I missed. Because I'm kind of like in that old Star Wars kick right now of looking for retired sealed sets. So I'm like really looking for those right now. Oop. Of course, this is very nice. I think this is the fourth one I've built. Yeah. Because let me stack up all the walkers and stuff next to each other here. Yeah, this would be number 4. I do think, though, like I said, if I purchase any more of these battle packs, I will be waiting for a sale. I am not buying these guys at full price. Same with the MTT. I want to get another. It's one of those like double-edged swords. Because it's an alright build and everything. But it's also like not very good. Actually, I'll be right back. I need to use the bathroom. I've been holding this in. So I will leave you guys with the music and be right back. Ugh. Sorry about that, I really had to use the restroom. I am back though. So the main goal for the stream tonight was definitely like finishing this. Which thankfully is now done. But now the new sub goal is just, or well, secondary goal I should say, is just building up this set and talking with you guys. I definitely think I very much wanted to get another custom build to be built here soon, because that's my bread and butter. No, you're all right. Right now is just like the chill time. I'm mentally like coming down from finishing this because it's a great build. It's just it took a while. I think a total of like 6 live streams. That's also like strictly only building on live stream, which I have fun with. So this is straight custom. There's no real set year it came out. It's just pretty much here's a PDF file. Go wild. So like the pilot seat, singing area. But this is from Brick Vaults. If you are not like a fan of like illegal techniques, I don't know if I'd recommend it, but this is amazing looking for me. I absolutely love it. But I think it released on their website. Let me look up the YouTube video, actually. There are like fragile parts, like through here was a bit of a pain. Like even this is still kind of loose. And then like back here is kind of fragile. But all in all, I'm going to inventory the parts that I have left because I still have a bunch here. And I think I'm just going to get pieces for another. Because one is Republic Gunship. And thank you for that, honestly. I could not agree more. It's an amazing build. There's those two, but where's... Here it is. What's it called though? I am also... This is going to sound controversial, but a fan of like the First Order. Not so much the movies. I'm a fan of the minifigure / sets. Those looked great, but they are unfortunately tied to the movies. And I know they are not heavily liked, to put it nicely. But I also enjoy customs. So like, for example, this build right here, 100% custom. All official pieces though. me just set these guys back here. Yeah, figured that would happen. But I also enjoy custom minifigures because for the longest time, you know, there was no 327th, there was no Galactic Marines or other figures in that same demographic. Like, I would definitely say it's a rewarding experience. It can be very troublesome and struggling, but I have built several, and I would absolutely continue to do it. A good place to look up for custom builds would be Brick Vault, because they actually do like a lot of testing, and the builders get money too for their builds that's being put onto the website. Where is it? Here. But yeah, there's so like it's all PDF instructions showcasing like how it's built and everything. Like they even put cliff notes in some parts, like stating like, hey, you need to apply pressure here or there to help like with the connection points. Which is really nice when sometimes the instructions can be unclear. I was like, that's the only downfall of custom sets. Sometimes they're just unclear. For example, I have built the Special Forces, or First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter. Let me actually grab that out. Let me actually move some stuff around. One moment. Thank goodness that did not fall. But I'll set this there and this one right here. But like a good example of like official versus custom would be this right here. This is the First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter. It is not a bad build at all. Like, I very much like it. Has this unique front piece here. Like, it's great. On the same tone of breath, though, like, I cannot describe how much I love this and actively trying to build another one. Like, how clean the wings look versus, like, here. Setting them, like, side by side a little bit. Excuse that monster. But don't get me wrong, official is great for what it is. But there's also like that special, unique touch with customs where it just scratches that right itch. There's a challenge to the build, and it feels rewarding to finish it's a different type of rewarding finish than an official set, because like this took several days of stream time, but let me be real gentle with this one. Ugh. There's also this, which is absolutely gorgeous. I love this so much. Let me kind of get this. There we go, that's a bit better. Like, easy placement for like the clear bricks here, so that way it's set up. Like this entire rounded piece here, like to get that perfect curve. Like on this front here. Like this being entirely brick built. It's so nice looking. Like there's even, let me switch this around some. Like a pilot seats area here for a battle droid. But there we go. Like it's full functioning. You can do like the iconic shot from, what scene is that? Clone Wars, Liberation of Ryloth, like the first episode, or second episode, because the first episode was up in space, where it's aiming down on Obi-Wan as he's trying to free the Twi'leks. I also apologize. I very much love the Clone Wars and everything like that. So I'm very much like a nerd when it comes to that. A mix of both. I will say a mix of both. Because would I much rather build customs? Yes, for some sets. Like the price of a let's see, of that TIE fighter there is almost exactly the same as the official one, the custom one is. It's like very close in price. But it's also like, it's a different way of building. And it's also like the AAT, that's the name of the set. It can be very frustrating to build. So like this part here, I had a giant, like, I don't want to say mental breakdown because that's not the right word, but I had to fight it a little bit because it was just being fidgety for no reason. But you can also get that with bigger, like, official builds too. Like, for example, I have the UCS AT-AT. Oh, I'm about to sneeze, sorry. These legs, giant pain in the butt. Giant pain in the butt. But I absolutely love it. So much so I contemplated on buying a second one before it retired and was on sale. It's just... Thank you. It's just one of those, it's like asking yourself, what do you prefer more? The official build and the official figures, because like this is the official 3/27th that we get nowadays. This is the only one, or this is the second one they've ever made. And technically, I think this is the second Commander Bly Lego's ever made. The first one being those really old ones. Or would you rather, one second, have a custom one? One moment, sorry. One moment. Or would you like custom minifigures? Like, this is decapped. This is a custom helmet. Like, you actually get cloth waist capes, helmet that actually matches in universe. But this is all like decaled. Same with this one, like and this is a heavy trooper, like Lego's probably never gonna make one. And then like Commander Bly's. This is a decaled one that I did myself, which I will be redoing soon. Trademark that because I say it a lot. Or you can go for pad / UV printed. It really just kind of comes down to like, what do you want in your collection? Do you want the customs, which focus highly on the detail and such? Or do you want the official figures and want to stay like with what Lego made? I don't mind mixing and matching, but I'm also like heavily leaning more and more towards the custom. Because before Lego came out with this set, yeah, like, and this is one I did, like, see, and that's also another argument, like, do you care about your value of your collection, or do you want stuff to just look nice? Or not look nice, that's not the right word. Be how you want it to be, essentially. Because I'm very much like happy with what I have. I am ready to start taking steps and expanding out, like doing live streams where I just build up more of these guys. Or another, is it this one? Sorry, just grabbed me a handful of figs. Like, for example, from episode 1 of the Clone Wars. Lieutenant Thyre, Jack and Rez. And then for nicher figures like Captain Enoch, I absolutely love this fig and would happily build him again. Or going a little bit more niche. Thank you. I put a... Excuse me. These are one of my favorite ones. But these are just like some of the random ones I grabbed out from my collection. But I also know, like, hey, I don't buy as many sets day one anymore, unless it's something I actually really want. And if it's like something I'm wanting to do, like official army building, I'll do like wait for a sale or something. But I also know like if I'm going to look for something out there on the market for official versus custom, I want to know like what I'm looking for. Like, for example, the company I buy decals from, they don't do actually, let's grab that set. They don't do these two yet, but once they do, I will be probably switching over and buying a bunch of these, because I mean, those are awesome Super Commandos. Or another example, the First Order figs. I haven't seen anybody do these guys whatsoever. They do have like the First Order like base troopers, so they like the standard First Order trooper. This is obviously just the, what's it called? Official figure. But they do have the decals for them. And I've been looking to pick some up. But like, that's the decal sheet. You don't get the helmet. You just pretty much wipe the body and then do the figure. Which I'm fine with. But I'd also prefer to have a helmet. Let me grab some random one here. No. But no, like, like you be cutting out all of this. I personally don't mind it because I know how I want to collect. I think that's the word I'm trying to say. It's just one of those weird things where I guess it's just I'm older now and it's not so much I don't care for the value, but I also understand like having the official figure doesn't mean as much. So I actually do have a bunch of videos, so let me let's see. So like this no. Let's see. So yeah, like this one here. Me going over all the little like nicheities, but super sped up. And then just like the final assembling. And this is for a commando. Don't remember. I think this is Wit from the Epsilon Squadron. Oop, I dropped it. I was fighting that piece for no good reason. I was just being silly. I know this is real meta watching a YouTube video within a YouTube video. But I do have like several of them on the channel. Oh, like here. Making a Doom Squad. But if you're meaning like a tutorial style video, that's actually one video I've been wanting to make. It's just finding the time. And then of course finding like a clone everybody likes. Or relevant, I guess. No, you're fine. Distraction helps, honestly. But, like, I enjoy all of that because it's just one of those fascinating things. Like, I know people argue customs versus official versus purist and such. I will say I'm getting close to an age where I'm not so much worried about that. I just want my figures to look a certain way. I want them to be nice, so to say. Yeah, like I said, I have absolutely no problem showing off my customs and other figures I've done. Or the other builds and such, because I think I'm up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Brick Vault builds that I've now done. And each one is like a different level of complexity. they're not like, as bad as it sounds, they're not Lego or like an official Lego set. They do push your building skills to the limits, which is, I personally love, like understanding like a weird technique with this wing here. It was like I was like a kid at a candy store, like excited building it. Or like complexities with this piece right here, how to got that angle. But I know there are some people who enjoy that and seek it, and then there are some that, you know, just want easy build that they can quickly put together. And there's nothing wrong with that. What's the next? Well, like for example, some of their latest sets, which I know aren't popular, but I got because I really wanted the figures in. Ugh. Grab this little sucker here. Oop. Sorry about that. But like, this thing is like a quarter of the size of that one. And it's very much agree with the description of tiny sets. But I do think it's a decent build. They're compact and they're meant for play. So I kind of like, when I'm building an official set, I change my mindset towards, okay, how have they designed this so that way everyone can build it and enjoy it for the respected age groups that's on the build. Versus when I'm building a custom, I'm appreciating essentially an artist's work. Yeah, that was the MTT. In all its glory. Because I'm a huge fan of the 327th. Like, I legit have one. Oh, here's the other one. 2. 3 versions of Commander Bly, being realistic, official, and animated. And I'm very much looking to do another one in the AP2 style, so the animated phase 2. And we're actually like put some new techniques that I've learned with decaling. Because my hands are definitely like a lot steadier. Like, I know how to work with the mouthpiece a bit more and such like that. So I'd be able to do a better design this time around versus the first time I did it. And that's the one beautiful thing about customs too. Like, if you are making them, you can see your progress and how much better you got. Like, there's a .2/12 that I did, and it was the first ever figure, or first 360 custom figure I ever did. That figure will remain in my collection till the day I die. It is, excuse me, easily one of the best, or it's not one of the best, but it is my first 360 figure. Like, it will stay with me forever. You know what? That's okay today. But also, like, for me personally, the clones that are currently out don't live up to my standard of Lego, so to say. I prefer having my nicer figures. Like, come on. Come on. We can do. Lego has the ability, or even better yet, just looking at cloth with capes. I am typically live on Saturdays or Sundays, and generally around the same time. But yeah, no, I will say I'm generally live those days unless I have to work because I am a firefighter. So unless I have to work both of those days, then I will be live building either something custom or an official set. Or I have been doing like decals too on live stream, showing the process of me making them. But no, you have a good day. Gotta do the Lego stretch from bending over and everything. You have a good day or night, because I know there are people watching from different time zones. I lost my voice there for a second. But like, continue on with like what I was saying earlier about the customs. I know 360 printing isn't for everyone. Don't worry, I'm in Belgium too. But I am moving here soon. I generally start around like 7 p.m. Central European time. If that helps. I need to put in the description the music too. I need to be a bit more active on Instagram now that I'm thinking about it, like showcasing what I'm doing and everything like that. It's just one of those things that I don't keep up on, and that's my own downfall. But you know, like, I understand, like, for customs, they're not for everybody. It's just the way you want your collection to be. I am very happy with how my clone army has grown / changed. Because I'm not so much collecting, like going online, searching and scouring for clones. For First Order, that's a different point because customs have not come up to par with those yet, in my personal opinion. Like, I'd like helmets, I'd like... What's the word I'm looking for? I like helmets to be included. I like to be... what's it called? More options for the designs, like just having the base standard trooper, like that's just, it's just annoying for the one place I like to buy customs from. I know we can't, you know, beggars cannot be choosers. They've done amazing things for both improving quality. I guess I need to be a little bit more over here. Because they are one of the few customs places I'd actually buy from. Where's the other piece? As it's staring at me in the face. And that's a-okay because, you know, I know what I'm looking for, so to say, which helps me save money. Thankfully, Nova is not here right now and did not see me just screw that up. There we go. And then it just goes right in here. Where is that piece? But also, like, for these builds, I have no problem taking apart as many of these and just tossing them into inventory parts, saving the sticker sheets and everything. Because I know there's people that would buy the sticker sheets. I would too, but I also, like, I don't know. What's the word I'm looking for here? Trying to think. It's very sad that some figures are loved, others are tossed into obscurity because they are unfortunately tied with a very bad product. Or were tied to a very bad product. Being the movies. Because I know if the Mando movies do poorly, which I don't think they will, I think it's going to do just fine and might even beat out their expectations. Do I wish we would have gotten potentially just a season out of this? Oh yeah. Absolutely. Give me a reason to hop on your app and watch it. I will be all over it like stink on fly, or flies on stink. Like, I will go day one to the movies and watch it. Don't tell my wife though, she will try and stop me from that. Because we need to find out a place that does it in English. But the moment we do, you best believe if I am off that day, I will be there. I'm very excited to have Star Wars back in the box office on the big screen. Because I know we're getting A New Hope, I think. Yeah, A New Hope next year. Returning to theaters as it was shown in theaters. I know that's saying like in theaters twice. But I'm meaning like as it was theatrically released back in 1997. So it's like, I don't want to say perfect, but like very much it should be good. Can I go hop on Disney Plus right now though and watch it? Sure. Am I going to? No. Not right now anyway, so I'll probably do that later and have my kids watch it. Well, I'll sit down and watch it with them, and we enjoy some popcorn together. Oop, dropped it. Oop, dropped a piece. Oop, and This is just a very weird wave of sets that they came out in. But that is the second build, I guess, for the night complete. Very happy to be finished with. Do they need to be one more stud over? Oop. Let me set them all up. Pull them all out. Nope, one more over. Let me pull my customs out the way. I was about to say, where did a bunch of these figures go? Yeah, that's fine. Do those fall? Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Just close her on up. But thank you guys for joining in the live stream and everyone who has joined throughout the night. Cannot say thank you enough to everyone. Anyways, I hope you guys like and subscribe for more, and have a wonderful evening.